The question I ask these trainers, why aren't you actually doing a proper audit and actually, before putting comments out to respond? It's right there. I show lots of it. I have like 2,000 videos.
Dale, you want to go around accusing everyone else of being a hypocrite, but this is one of the most hypocritical things I've ever heard anybody say, where you're going to accuse me and anybody else of not doing a proper audit when you are the one, video after video, who plays 4 or 5 seconds of a video and then wants to come to a conclusion about the quality of somebody's work or the results that they get. You didn't do a proper audit on me. Those videos that I showed in my initial video about the leash are clips from my channel, clips from a session where you can hear me describing what I'm doing, but you didn't even take the time to go look at those videos. You decided to jump to a conclusion based on nothing really, just what you assume you're looking at. You haven't done a proper audit of my skills and my results. And anybody else that you want to call a upset customer are just other people. You have done the same thing too. And you want to sit here and accuse me of getting upset. No, I'm not upset, Dale. I'm challenging you and I'm calling you out just like I do everybody else on their fucking bullshit. And you don't like that now the barrel is being pointed at you and now somebody is auditing you. Now, Dale, I answered your fucking question. You want to sit here and act like nobody's answered your question. I answered your question very specifically. You're going to sit here and act like I didn't answer it, and I didn't answer. You're going to act like I didn't answer it well, when in fact I did. This is how I know, Dale, you're not much different than Robert Hynes, where you engage in the same intellectual dishonesty, because rather than the truth, you need to be right. You're blinded by dogma, just like Robert Hynes is.
Okay, go and do your research. This is terrible. Okay, with these trainers. So it's right there. He says fair point, but I wouldn't even said that. I mean, just like go look at the videos. This isn't my first rodeo, and so I'm going through this and just calling it out for what it is. Anti-dog trainer. There's definitely something to be said about seeing in person. Yeah, I say the same thing. People put up their videos. And here would be my recommendation. People could get upset. Anti-dog trainer could get upset. Well, instead of putting up a video or whatever, come down if it should be important and take the time in person. That's it. I mean, so if people want to put up a video, expect a response. I'm going to get into all of it, but again, in person. Okay, you can come down. You can assess everything. There's nothing hidden here. So, take the time to come down in person.
Dale, I don't have time to travel to Florida to see what you do in person, because what I have seen through the video, I would not do the same way. I show my end product, Dale. Where is your end product? But furthermore, Dale, everyone you criticize could say that same thing to you. Why don't you come here and see what I do in person? Why don't you do a proper audit on me in person? But no, you're more than happy to throw rocks from afar, play 5-10 seconds of a video, come to a conclusion, throw out a criticism, and then run away. Ban those people from your channel, block those people from ever making a rebuttal, because you don't want to hear what they have to say.
I would love to see the point in the process where the tension is lessened and the dog can begin to go off the leash. Do you know if Dale has any videos like that, Christian, or his videos? And then Chris says, good point. Well, here's my response to this, because this is what I'm getting in. They're all, if you go to my YouTube channel, I show them even during the board and train process. During the 14-day process, you'll see me, the tension coming off the leash, separating from the dog, off leash, how commands align, stepping away, respond. You'll see it, okay? In the board, there's lots of videos there. So these trainers, they don't take any time. And this is Kevin saying this, okay? Take the time. Go in and do it.
No, Dale, that is not what I mean by off-leash. I'm talking about taking a dog out in public, off-leash, and that dog willingly following you, listening to you, showing you respect, and not reacting to other dogs or reacting to prey, chasing things. I'm talking that level of influence and control where that dog wants to follow you. Where have we ever seen that in your video, in your whole catalog of videos, Dale? I'm not talking about taking the leash off in the garage and then now giving dogs commands without the leash, but you're still inside. Doesn't cut it. Not good enough. Let's see it out in the real world, because that's where it counts.
He says fair point, but I wouldn't even said that. I mean, just like go look at the videos.
Of course you didn't want Christian to say that was a fair point, right? Dale, if the videos were there, why didn't he point us to them? Christian could have very well said, hey, check out this video. You could see it right here. But that wasn't it. He said fair point. Now, why would you not want him to say that, Dale? Christian knows what I mean when I say off leash because he's seen my dogs do that. He knows the high level of standard I have my dogs at. That's the question I was asking. I really like Christian, and I like that he's putting out content. But if Christian had an answer to that question, he would have given it. I'm sorry, Dale. Every video you put out, you're proving yourself to be more and more of a hypocrite like Robert. The intellectual dishonesty is starting to stack up, and you're just showing yourself to be somebody who you think you're the god of the dog training realm, and everybody has to answer your question and bow to you. Otherwise, they don't know shit, and they don't know what they're doing. But yet, and you tell people to audit you, give you a proper audit, but you won't offer people the same level of fairness. It's fucking ridiculous. I can't side with anybody who conducts themselves like this.